Hold on. Just fix the... I don't know why it's doing that, but that should be okay. Alright. Time to play some Cemetery Mary. I don't think this is like a very popular game, and I have literally nothing else to play, and I don't want to play Team Fortress. I also can't play other games like Five Nights at Freddy's because I don't have money, so bear with me. Is my mic doing good? Hello. Okay, you can hear me. If you hear like a running engine kind of thing, that's what's going on here. What? Why is it doing that? What the hell? Oh, okay. Well, that was weird. Now I know why it was doing that. Let's keep it like... Sorry, I'm just like fixing shit even though I'm like... That seems good. Does it look good here? I probably should have fixed this before I started the stream. It still seems a little uneven. That just seemed good. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're starting. This game contains themes of yada yada. Alright. I have never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. That is until very recently. And I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was beautiful service. And they certainly deserve, and one they certainly deserved. I cannot read today. If only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe it could have been prevented. If there wasn't a murderer in my city. That's what everyone else. Why can't I read today? I'm sorry. That's what everyone's been saying anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. That's what they called them, at least. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's a ghost blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe in any of that. At least not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone. Staying until it closed. Walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid of my safety. For my safety. I cannot English today. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother did not say anything. But that is to be expected. They thought I was a perfect angel. You can hear my mic. Yeah, cool. But I still didn't believe in it. Still, they were worried about me. So they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far. At least not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Howland City? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm gonna assume I did. To a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why, but I never really asked them about it either. My parents felt I would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave. But every day I stayed only... Whoa, I cannot read. I'm so sorry. But every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. So I went. To make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore, and when I did, I was always with someone. Taking all precautions to avoid becoming a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Even if the number of deaths in our community increased. I never thought that I, or someone I knew, would be a victim. Then that thing happened. Ooh, to those two. And for the first time I was worried. ... Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. Oh, that's no good. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even after authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished. As if they were killed off. Oh. I don't like to think about that possibility. ... Actually, well, there was also that other thing that's happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it. Or anyone for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. Oh. Okay. Huh. I like the art. Whoa. Ah, I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. Is it raining outside? It wasn't supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. The Croven is out there. I better go check. Oh. Emo. What are you doing out here? You're out here. Where's Aunt and Uncle? Oh, he must be the cousin. Boy, get your ass back inside. It's raining. I finished dinner. Come inside. Oh, I can see that it's raining, Mary. Okay, I guess that response didn't really work. You're out here. Where's Aunt and Uncle? Grover and I finished dinner. Come inside. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce, too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. All the food is cold. I just wanted to take a seat in the living room, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. Other than that, we didn't say much, and dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Croven helped a little bit. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him, like usual. Normally after dinner, when Croven and I sit here together, we do something fun. We play a game on our phones together, or we go get out a board game or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were still... Croven's been in a pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in a mood to talk. What should I do? Tense conversation. Crow, do you want to talk about it? Oh, there's nothing to talk about. I still got my old therapist's number, you know. Croven, ain't there a reason she was your old one? I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? I thought you knew about this shit better than anyone, but here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me all being happy, smiling and shit. Can't you just stop trying to fucking talk to me about it? Croven is so edgy. I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life and then you'll stop worrying about me so much. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I think I ended up making Croven more agitated trying to talk to him. Oh well. At least you tried, Mary. After a few moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't even want to make Croven angrier than I already have. I brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back at my actual home, but I've stayed here for so long, I've been able to decorate a bit more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that happened in my life. My throat is getting phlegmy and I don't have water. Anyways, going back to what I was doing. But as of recent, I picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. Damn, that is a nice bedroom. The text message I received the days following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody, but instead, I texted the number back, and they responded to me. I noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all of this. Are you still awake? I'm awake whenever you want to talk. Yes. I'm keeping careful eye on them. How can I be so sure when you... How can I be so sure you even have them? What if you're trying to prank me? Why would I do that? Because I'm hoping it's a prank. I'm sorry, it isn't a prank. I can promise that it's all real. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry you don't know don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that even all mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. They suggested that I get some rest. But how do they expect me to do that? I have never felt more restless in my life. Even asleep. I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Groven had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He'd be staying out late and leaving super early since the incident. I think being home bothers him. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I feel like not being there. It's not the same without Mom and Dad after all. Despite the cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back into the back. It really isn't all that hard to get back into Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but isn't too confusing. Excuse me. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence, one with a slight gap in it. And past the fence is a little community. It isn't big. A few trailers with a few people living all the way out there. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. And then after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood. Yay. It's a city I grew up in, and I always really loved it. There's a library and local stores, and my most favorite place to be is the Blackwood Cemetery. It's got lots of trees to read under and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. There's a mausoleum too, though I've never been inside. The private mausoleum, you know? I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps with them, you know? Not feel lonely. And then after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know? Oh, despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Coven is rarely home, and I don't like being there alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how things may seem, I always preferred to be around people anyways. That's one of the reasons why I like to go in the cemetery so often. There's always people there, even if you can't see them. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed in my favorite outfit. Groven's gone, and the bus I take into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? I don't know. I want to see what the other locations may take us. Let's go to library. I decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer it when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot of less tension there, you know? But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga. Oh, especially the shoujo kinds. I almost feel embarrassed to like them, but I find that they're cute and nice. And I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a shoujo. Maybe that's what I'll try to find in the library today. I stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. A tucked away corner of the library right by a single window. Sometimes I spend an entire day in that corner just reading. I've even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I look forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library is pretty empty. But this man, he's familiar. Oh? I met him before. Oh, I didn't expect that sound. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Mary? Anta? Anta? Yes. Ah, that's quite right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Ronald? Let's call him Ronald. That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day. Oh? I hope that doesn't come off a weird. You were such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Ha ha ha. Oh, really? Thank you, I think. So what brings you to the library today? Oh, well, I didn't really have any plans, so I thought I'd check out a book or something. Likewise. What kind of book were you interested in checking out? Want to choose this because I want to see his reaction, but like this seems kind of more. He's old, so maybe he'll understand. Well, I want to go with this one. She looks terrified. A shoujo manga. What's that? I told you, because mystery's more classic. Shoujo more, recent of times. He's old. Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. She looks so terrified. She's blushing too. Well, it's more like one of those, but it usually centers around the romance between two main characters, and sometimes there's like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones because you get cute jokes mixed into romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can get really intense. And sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things. No worries, I think you did a great job. A shoujo sounds interesting. If he's gonna go check one out. Perhaps... Perhaps I'll check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after... Anyways, after... What are you here for? What are you here to read? Me? I'm reading Manslaughter on this Disarent Locomotive. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh, no, 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 that's okay. Please take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind, would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, that so I can maybe read it after? Hold on, what time is it? It's 7:18. I'll eat in a bit. I'll probably end the live stream. It's already been like 20 minutes. I'm gonna change it to part 1. So I'll make part 2 later, but I'll go a little bit more further and then I'll make a part 2 tomorrow. I'm fine with that. Though I've already gone pretty far and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And well, I like to try to be friends too, if that's alright. What if he could be the murderer? Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. Now we gotta suspect everyone is the murderer. Ronald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked he even remembered me, but I considered meeting him again a pleasant surprise, and one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a shoujo book from one of the shelves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. I ended up liking it so much I looked for the other books and brought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. After I came home and had dinner and cleaned up the kitchen, I began my visual nighttime routine. I got changed in pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something even if you won't give me an honest answer anyways? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid for their safety? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. I wouldn't put it like that. I don't own them after all. Even if they say they are in my keeping for now. You're way too vague. Why do you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. So weird. So he's not giving a clear answer of, like, what's happening. Let's go on. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy. I had a lot of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep, even if it was not peacefully. Dad? What? Oh. Yes, sweetheart? Yes. Is there something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now? Are we going to see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But, listen, Mary. Normally when someone passes... Excuse me. You hold the funeral for them, right? Yeah. The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Oh. After I got to bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Corbin's gone, and the bus I take into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? We already did library, so we're not gonna do that again. Cafe. Well, I want to say the best for last. I decided to go up to the new cafe that opened. Planet Dollars is a popular coffee chain, but we never had one in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, just to try it, you know? Although, I didn't actually like the coffee. But still, I could at least see why they had it. They had, right? When I got in the cafe, it was already packed. I thought since I had already been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. But I guess not, seeing how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least it was something different from usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. And since I had a light breakfast anyways, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. A chocolate muffin, because sweet foods are the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit down. It seemed as though everyone's seats were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily, I was able to find an empty seat. A girl around my age with the most spectacular eyebrows. Damn! Those are some eyebrows. Was diligently working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. She got the owl eyebrows. I figured she might be writing an essay for college or something. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, or so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over at me and rolled her eyes and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. "Thank you." She looks mad scary, but we're gonna... Oh! Sorry, can you shut up for a second? I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, sorry. Let's continue talking to her. Not now, I'm fine. Yeah. Thanks. So you're interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem to be very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twyla. Nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like for school? No. Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently? Something odd? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions. Or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh, are you talking about the killing rumors? The Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it so loud, but yes. How did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing rumors for a while now. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed. Really? Uh-huh. That's actually pretty... How did they die? Oh, I don't know. No one really told me about. The circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least, that's what I've been told. Uh-huh, interesting. You know, maybe you could help me with this report. And, some other stuff. Oh, I can? Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course. Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around isn't as bad as so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something. I mean, like, yes. I like to help you. Thanks. This will really put me ahead. Tuh. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I'd rather have a way to contact you just in case. Oh, yeah, of course. Twyla and I exchanged phone numbers. After she packed up her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or eat any food. I guess maybe she just finished before I got here. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. After spending my day looking for some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate some leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I got changed into pajamas. I piled myself onto my bed and pulled up my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but you at least tell me why you took them. No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. Let's see that one. Oh, well, maybe this dude is the killer. Possibly. I may even change phones from time to time, just to be careful, but you'll know it's me. I don't know if that should be comforting or not. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you? You aren't something dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of. Especially when I haven't heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. Oh. Yeah, I think this guy's the killer. In my opinion. He's kinda being really vague about everything. Not telling her anything. I feel bad for her. I felt sick that night and I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try doing something else. Hold on. I think I might... It's been like 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna go eat and probably end the story after she gets to the next session. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. Oh, you saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I don't anymore. I'm very silent. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed in my favorite outfit. Coven's gone, and the bus I take to town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? Alright, so we're gonna save here, and we're gonna have part 2, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so I'm gonna save. Yeah. So we save here. I'm gonna quit. Alright. So thank you guys for tuning in. It was really nice playing a new game, because I don't really play that much games on here. So yeah, it was quite nice. And I'm gonna change this to part 1. Alright. So saving that. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.